Hi everyone, it's Jessica, and today I have a very exciting haul to share with you guys. This is an Erin Condren haul, as I'm sure most of you guys probably already recognize the signature Erin Condren packaging, but I finally placed my very first Erin Condren order, so I am really excited to finally get to try out the Erin Condren Life Planners. So I'm just going to take everything out of the box. I did already kind of dig into it and go through it because I'm just impatient like that, but I'll take everything out of the box and kind of go over what I got and how I got a pretty good deal on it. I think overall I saved about $50 on my order, so I wanted to also share some tips with you guys about how to save money on your Erin Condren planners or just accessories, but mostly the planners because we all know those are pretty expensive planners. So first things first, I wanted to go through some of the extras I got with my order. You do get quite a lot of extras, which is a nice touch since these are kind of pricier products. But this one here came with a bunch of these little gift tags. I'm not sure if they're included with every order or if it's just because it's getting close to the holiday season that they started giving out the gift tags. But you also get this sticker that is just a Be Kind sticker, and it is quite large. But these gift tags you just have enjoy, happy birthday, thanks, XOXO, celebrate, and cheers. So these are all pretty nice touches here. And I'm not sure that I'll be using them, but we'll see. And then you do get a bunch of extras that come in your pouches too. If you wind up ordering a life planner, each one comes with its own pouch. And it's really nice that now she actually has detached it from the planner. It used to be that these were clipped in and the only way to get them out was either to uncoil your planner or just to cut it out entirely. So I'm glad that it's already detached because I just don't think I would really use it that much, and especially because these planners do tend to get pretty thick, especially if you're the person that tends to put in stickers like I do. You know, it definitely adds bulk to your planner, so anything to lessen that bulk is definitely a good thing. But in your pouches, well, this is actually something that just came on the very top of my order. So this one here is for your very first order. You get a coupon code for $10 off, and it's a one-time use code, so I won't flip that over. And then this here is a note card, or not a note card, a postcard. So that is nice as well. This is just a card that explains everything you get in the pouches. You get these 3 compliment cards that just have various sayings on them. You get one of these coupon code booklets that come with 20% off codes. It's meant for one for you, one for a friend, or I mean, you can do whatever you want with them. They are one-time use codes, so again, I'm not going to open that. But 2 different codes there for 20% off, which is a pretty good deal. This one here is a coil clip, so you just have to take this little part off, kind of stick it onto whatever you're hoping to clip into your planner, and then you can clip it in. Here is a sample sticker book, so it comes with some samples of her stickers that she offers in her shop, so that's really nice. There's some really pretty gold and rose gold foiling on it. And then a bunch of these cards I just got throughout my order, just talking about the interchangeable covers that Erin Condren offers. And the same thing came in the other pouch, except the only difference is that I actually they accidentally gave me 2 of the coupon code booklets, so between these 2 I actually wound up with 6 coupon codes, so that's nice as well. And each of your planners comes with this little ruler clip to it. I just unclipped it because I didn't really think I would be using it at all. So that is that. So I did order 2 interchangeable covers with my order, and the reason I placed my order in the first place is because I was waiting for Erin Condren to have a sale, and there was one weekend where she was offering 25% off your entire purchase, and it just so happened that it overlapped with one of the other promotions she was offering, which is buy one get one free of the planner covers. So between those 2 deals, I managed to save about $50 on my order in total, which I thought was a pretty good deal, and I felt that it was time to order. So I did get 2 covers here. I chose the foiled ones for my buy one get one free. The first one I got here is the top view of the globe, and I got it personalized to say adventure is out there because I thought it was really cute. It reminded me of the movie Up, and it just seemed to fit with this theme of cover. I didn't really need everything to have my name on it. So that is what I got. I do really like this color. I think this is actually probably my favorite cover out of the 4 that I have. And with her new covers, it comes with these little almost like dashboards on the inside where you can write on this with marker. I probably won't do that because I would honestly be worried about it smudging onto my planner, but that is there in case you need it. And then I am kind of disappointed that the back of this doesn't come with anything. It's a really pretty color, so I don't mind too much, but it would have been nice that the back was a little bit decorated as well, because the back of this cover is like really nice. It's basically exactly the same as the front. So this one comes with rolled gold foiling, and it's like this really pretty floral pattern. I have seen a lot of people with this, so hopefully you guys don't mind that I have this giant post-it note on it just covering up my last name. And then that's what the back looks like. So I really like that the back is also very, very decorative on this one. As far as the quality, these are pretty good quality covers. They're like a really thick laminate, and the foiling on this one is really nice and crisp and clean. This one though, where it has my name and especially some of the curves out there, it gets like a little bit jaggedy there, so that's kind of the only downside as far as I saw with the foiling, but the foiling throughout the rest of the design is fine. And then the other thing I noticed with some of these covers is that they have these little plastic bits here, almost like little plastic flyaways, where the cut isn't super clean. It doesn't affect how the cover works, like it's not going to impede you being able to clip it onto your planner, but it does kind of bother me a little bit to the point where I might actually go through and peel all of those little bits off before I actually use it. So those were my covers, and those were buy one get one free. Anything with foiling on it is $13 for the cover, so that was a pretty good deal there. So the main part of my order are these 2 life planners, and the reason I wound up getting 2 is because I really didn't want to pay shipping. Her shipping isn't super expensive, but I just really hate paying shipping for anything. I always try to find free shipping codes. You know, it's just a little extra way to like save a little bit more money. So I wound up actually picking 2, and I'll explain my thought process on that. But these are basically exactly the same on the inside. I did get the vertical neutral planner, and I got this one in the 18 months, so I did add in the extra 6 months, which unfortunately does bulk up your planner quite a bit, but I really wanted to be sure that I could use it right away and not have to wait until January to start using it. This one I got just in a 12-month, so I do like this one a little bit better because it's a lot thinner. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, there's a pretty big difference between the thickness of these 2 planners. So my thought process was that, first of all, I did want to save on shipping. So by getting these 2 planners plus the planner covers, and then on top of that plus the 25% off, I like just barely made the cutoff to get free shipping. So in my mind, that's like saving an extra like $8 to $10. So I was pretty happy with that. But also I figured that it would actually be pretty easy to use this like in a different year, that I didn't have to use it in 2017. Because all you would really have to do is get date covers and cover up the top part. So that's kind of at least my thought process, is that I could use this for the rest of 2016 and then use it for all of 2017. And then hopefully if I'm still into planners and the Erin Condren by 2018, I could use this one. And that way I won't have to worry about buying another one for a while. So that's at least my thought process on that. But again, both of these I did get the same format just because this is my favorite. I like the vertical in terms of this one just because I find it easier to adapt, and I don't know, I just like that style best. So I got them both in the vertical. I did go ahead and upgrade with the black coil on this because I really like how it looks. I mean, in hindsight, it was probably a little bit silly to do it because it doesn't really matter, like it doesn't affect how the planner itself works, but I think I really like how the black coil looks. And I've seen a lot of people have issues with the gold and the rose gold coil, so I definitely wanted to stay away from that. I've definitely seen some really bad examples of like some really bad shipping on these. So I did go with the black, and I do like how the black looks a lot as well. On this one, I just stuck with the regular silver coil because honestly, like an extra $10 to get your coil coated is kind of a lot to spend. So I didn't want to do that with this one. I was fine with it. And then as far as the covers go, I actually didn't realize at the time that I was placing the order, but these are actually the exact same flowers. So I did not realize that at all. I think it was because I was on my phone and I couldn't like quite see the details as clearly as I would if I were on my computer. But yeah, they're the exact same flowers. Had I known that, I probably would have chosen a different background color for this one. I probably would have left it as that light blue color because it actually is really pretty. I wound up seeing it in person at Staples and I think it actually does look quite pretty. Now, as far as the quality and how the planners look on the inside, I know a ton of people have already done really in-depth reviews of these planners when they first came out back in June, so I won't really go into that. I will make some comments as far as the quality though. I did do a video comparing the Erin Condren to the Happy Planner back when I was able to actually see it in person at Staples. I picked one up and took it home just to compare it. I did wind up returning it because, as I said in that video, I was pretty disappointed in the quality, especially considering the price you pay. The base price of these planners start at $55, and then any extras you add just kind of push the price up. So the main complaints, as far as what I've heard from everyone and just seen by myself, is that the monthly view, the printing looks very kind of blurry and just not crisp and clear, and I would agree with that. Like even now, I don't think they really fixed the printing issue. So that's that. The month or the weekly view looks like it would be fine, especially since I am one of the people that I tend to cover it up with stickers anyway, so it doesn't make a huge difference, but at the same time, it is kind of disappointing to pay so much money for a planner and have it not be top-notch quality. And honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I had a gift card to Erin Condren, I probably still wouldn't have picked this up. I probably would have waited for these to go on clearance, either on Erin Condren website or at Staples itself. But I did have a gift card and I did get a really good deal on the planners. I did mention before I saved, I think it was almost $50. Yeah, I saved almost $50 on my order. So I did want to go through and share a few of my tips with you. I'm probably just going to keep flipping through the planner because honestly, I don't really know what else to do with my hands as I'm talking. I think it would be kind of boring for me to just like set a planner down and talk at you guys and you only have the planner itself to look at. So I'm going to flip through for anyone who may be curious what these planners look like on the inside, and also just to give myself something to do. But as far as buying from the Erin Condren website, my biggest tip would actually be to wait for a sale or some sort of coupon code, like one of the ones that you get with your purchases. It's, you know, kind of, a lot of people tend to give them away to friends or do like racks with them. So at least a 20% off code, because if you're buying a life planner, 20% off will get you at least $11 off, which is much better than the referral code. That's why I never felt that the referral code was a really great deal, because it's one of the ones where what happens is if you sign up using someone's referral link, you get $10 and it's a $10 coupon code that gets mailed to you, and then the other person gets a $10 credit to their account, which is a nice thing to do if, you know, you're friends with someone. But if you're looking to save money on your first life planner purchase, it's actually not that great of a deal, because a 20% off code would save you a lot more money than just $10. Not to mention, if all you're ordering is a life planner, then you save $10, but then you wind up paying, I think, $8 or $10 in shipping just to get that planner. So you're really not actually saving that much money at all. So that's my one thing. I know a lot of people like the referral program because they do get credits from it, and you can use that credit towards future purchases. But just speaking as a first-time buyer, that code itself was never enough to sway me to be like, oh my god, it's such a good deal, I'm gonna go buy an Erin Condren just because I have someone's referral link. Like, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I would recommend waiting for at least a sale or code that's 20% off or better. So the one I found that she released, I think it was just on a random weekend, I don't think it was even a holiday weekend, was 25% off. So with just a very basic bare bones planner without any of the coil upgrades or adding 6 months in, that would be, let's see, that would save you about $13.75 or $14, which is, you know, in my opinion, a pretty good deal. And especially if you start adding in like $10 for the coil, then you get a foil planner cover, and then you add in the $5 for the remaining months of 2016 and all of those upgrades, it adds up very quickly. Like, I think this planner itself wound up costing $70, which I fully realize is ridiculous for a planner, especially one where I'm like meh about the quality itself. But with 20% off, I saved $17.50 just on this planner itself with 25% off. So that's why I recommend waiting for one of those sales rather than just using a $10 off code. Not to mention, by this point, the $10 off code is only when you first sign up for Erin Condren. So by this point, I feel like I'm kind of in the minority where most people already have one and they probably already have their own codes. So they probably can't even use the $10 off code because they've already signed up. So just my 2 cents there. Other things, there are perks with ordering through the Erin Condren website. I believe you get coupon codes with your first, your 5th, your 10th, and your 20th order from them. So those are just some things to consider when you're deciding between ordering from Erin Condren, or I know some of these can be found on Amazon. I know they're obviously found throughout Staples. So just some things to keep in mind, that if you're someone you think you're going to make a lot of purchases, it might actually be worth it to buy through Erin Condren, through the Erin Condren website rather than buying from a third party. Other things is I do happen to know that these planners do go on sale. I believe, I don't know if she'll be putting the 2016, 2017 ones on sale. I want to say no, just because I think they're made to order. But the 2017 planners, I remember last year, right around April, right before the new ones came out, they all went on sale. I believe they were about 40 or 50% off, which it's a good deal if you're going to use date covers to cover up the days that you've missed. But if you're just going to use the remaining like 6 months, then it's actually not that great of a deal, because you're still paying the same like price per month as what you would if you bought it at full price, if that makes sense. Like, if it goes on sale in April, you're not going to get it until June or July. You really only have about 6 months remaining in the planner. So if you're only going to use those 6 months, you're essentially still paying full price. But a good thing that some people I'm sure do is that they would actually do what I was planning to do with the other planner and just use date covers on the months that have already passed. And that way they can make it last a little bit longer and actually make it worth the money. So that is something. I have heard that she also potentially has sales on Black Friday as well. I feel like I remember last year for Black Friday that the life planners were excluded from the code, but I have seen some other people say that the life planners are included in the Black Friday sales. So I'm not entirely sure, but if you're waiting for another good sale, Black Friday might be a date to kind of watch out for. I follow Erin Condren on Instagram, which is how I found out about the other 25% off sale, but that's that. So, and then the other thing I wanted to mention is, because I actually looked into whether you can combine the 25% off coupon code with one of the $10 off your first purchase codes, and apparently you can't. So the thing with Erin Condren is that she only allows one coupon code at a time, and the $10 off code that if you sign up through someone else's link, the $10 off is emailed to you as a coupon code. So that's kind of the bummer. You couldn't really use that plus one of her sale codes. But the sale code was obviously a better deal, so I went with that. Now, if you have credit though, if someone else signs up through your link, then you get a $10 credit, and that gets added to your account as a credit rather than a coupon code. So you can definitely use that in conjunction with any coupon code that you may have. Same deal with gift cards. You know, gift cards, I guess, go under the credit category. So you can combine any gift cards you have with a coupon code. So that's, again, some ways to lower your out-of-pocket costs with Erin Condren. And then I've mentioned it a couple of times already, but definitely try to avoid shipping if you can, because shipping $8 to $10 isn't a huge deal, but if you just have a $10 code, it kind of almost kills the deal. So if you are so inclined, you can order 2 planners like I did, or if you have a planner friend that wants to get an Erin Condren as well, you guys can get together and place your order together, and that way not have to pay anything in shipping. So that's as far as I can think of off the top of my head for Erin Condren. The other place, I know you can get Erin Condren on Amazon. I haven't really seen any sales on Amazon though. So the other place that I would suggest to look for sales on Erin Condren is Staples. Now, I did actually go to my local Staples. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the 2016-2017 planners left, but I believe they do mark them down right around this time because I saw a bunch of the other, like the notebooks and that sort of thing, marked down already. So if you have a Staples near you that sells Erin Condren, I would recommend, it might be worth a trip to check out and see if they do have any of the planners marked down. Now, something I noticed is that actually they have the 2016-2017 planners marked down online. So I was on the Staples website and they have a bunch of the 2016-2017 ones marked at 25% off online. You are kind of limited in your choices, and I believe they only have, let's see, I know I saw hourly, horizontal. They only have a few vertical ones, and the vertical ones are all in the colorful format. So that might be something to look into if that's what you think you'll like. I already knew I didn't want the colorful, so I did pass on that deal. Something else as far as Staples, I haven't confirmed it, but I've heard some people were able to use coupons, like if you have Staples rewards, or I think there's like one where you can get like 25% of your purchase back in rewards, that sort of thing, on the Erin Condren planners. So that's also a good deal. And I did notice there were some pricing discrepancies between the Erin Condren website and Staples. So for example, on the Staples website, they have actually just stocked the neutral format, but it's only in just the 2017 planners, not the 2016-2017. If that makes sense. But I did notice, so for example, they have this one that is a 12-month vertical neutral planner. It has the black coil and it's listed at $54.99, which if you were to order that from Erin Condren, the base price of the planner without any upgrades is $55. And then if you add in the coil and make it black, or you choose the black coil, that goes up to $65. So it actually, you do save money without even using any coupon codes buying from Staples in certain cases. I have noticed, I think some of their gold foil cover or gold foil coils are marked at $64.99. So I don't know if that might just be actually a pricing error, but that might be worth looking into if you like the black coil and if that's the one that you like. So that I did notice there were some pricing discrepancies. So those were all the tips that I could think of off the top of my head for different ways to go about saving on an Erin Condren planner. Let me know if you guys know of any other ones, like any other ways to save money. I would love to hear them, and hopefully this was helpful to at least someone. So as a thank you for those of you who have made it to the end of the video, I do want to give out one of my 20% off codes to one of you guys and hopefully help someone save a little bit of money on their planner. So if you just want to leave a comment telling me what your favorite planner is, and if it's an Erin Condren, which format you prefer, I'd love to hear that. I love to see what other planners people are using. I'm most familiar with the Happy Planner because that's what I've been using for about the past year now, and obviously the Erin Condren, which I've done a lot of research on, but I'd love to hear your perspective if you're using any other planners that I might want to look into. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.